She said it loud enough for the entire cafe to hear. God, you're so worthless sometimes, she laughed, her friends echoing her like background noise. I didn't defend myself, didn't flinch. I just picked up my jacket, folded it neatly over my arm, and walked out. Not a word, not a look back. Because when someone strips you of dignity in public, silence cuts deeper than any retort. Behind me, their laughter dimmed as the door shut. By the time it clicked closed, I'd already decided. She'd learned the difference between confidence and cruelty. When I met Lila, she was all light and motion, quick with affection, quicker with ambition. We built something out of long nights and shared dreams. She said I grounded her. I believed her. I paid for half her tuition when she got into that marketing program. She said she'd pay me back once she made it. I never cared about the money. I cared about the loyalty. But success has a way of feeding arrogance. The higher she climbed, the smaller she looked at me. Her texts got shorter. Her compliments disappeared. And tonight, when her friends laughed at me for still working a regular job, I realized something. She didn't love me anymore. She loved having someone beneath her. The signs had been there. The late replies. The makeup that didn't match the schedule. And that perfume. Expensive, not the one I'd bought. I checked her Instagram out of instinct, not suspicion. New photos. Same table at that cafe, but different days. Always the same wine glass across from her, cropped just out of frame. Her study partner. A man whose watch I recognized from the reflection in her story. The one she'd said was just a mentor. I didn't rage. I didn't confront her. People show you who they are. You don't have to scream to listen. I stayed quiet. Too quiet. Because silence gives you time to think, and time is power. Lila loved appearances more than truth. Her entire career was built on perception, on being admired, envied, followed. And she'd just humiliated me in front of her 5 friends, all from her new networking circle. So I made a decision. If she wanted to turn me into a story, I'd make sure it was one her friends never forgot. I called her friend Tessa later that night. She'd always liked me, too much for Lila's comfort. I asked about their new business project. She didn't hesitate, told me everything. The truth spilled fast. Lila had used their names to get clients, taken deposits, and never delivered. 5 women. 5 people she'd betrayed behind the same charming smile she used on me. That's when the plan formed. I didn't need revenge. I needed revelation. The next morning, I created an anonymous email. Attached screenshots, contracts, proof, all from the shared Google Drive she forgot I still had access to. Each file labeled with her initials, transaction IDs, dates, messages. I sent it to her 5 friends. The ones who'd laughed when she called me worthless. By noon, silence. By 5, whispers began online. Posts disappearing, tags removed, group chats dissolving. Lila texted me at 6:42 p.m. Did you tell anyone about my clients? I didn't reply. At 8:13 p.m., she called. Twice. Then again at 10:02. At 11:07, she finally sent the one that made me smile. Please pick up. I need to talk to you. They're saying things. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry for what I said earlier. Please. I didn't answer. I wanted her to sit in the echo of her own words. Worthless. At 11:46, I finally picked up. Her voice cracked, trembling between guilt and panic. They're turning on me, she whispered. You don't understand. They think I scammed them. I didn't. Well, not like that. I was going to pay them back. I let the silence stretch. Then I said, calmly, I told you once that loyalty matters to me more than money. I know. I was stupid. You didn't just lie to me, Lila. You lied to everyone. I just stopped covering for you. Her breath hitched. So it was you. No, I said. It was you. I just let the truth walk out the door with me. She started to sob, messy, desperate, uncomposed. The kind of crying that sounds like reality breaking. Her friends had already blocked her. The company she worked for had suspended her pending client misconduct. All in less than a day. Please, can we talk? She begged. I thought about every time I'd been patient, understanding, small for her ego. Then I said, you wanted to show them how above me you were. Now they know exactly what's beneath you. And hung up. I stood by the window for a while, city lights blinking against the dark. My reflection looked calm, lighter. Revenge isn't always about fire. Sometimes it's about truth set free, quietly, cleanly, without fingerprints. She called 3 more times, then stopped. Her last text came at 2:19 a.m. I ruined everything. You win. But it was never about winning. It was about remembering who I was before she convinced me I was less. The next morning, I deleted her number, turned off my phone, and took a walk. For the first time in months, I didn't feel small. I felt equal to myself again. And that's the thing about silence. It always speaks loudest at the end.